Well, hello there, YouTube. If you guys can remember, last time I made a Namco System 246256 kick harness. I didn't have the right connectors, so I Frankensteined, and it works. Like it works brilliantly. Don't get me wrong. But it's ugly. So what I did last time was I got a pack of these and cut, hacked, sliced, and made my own kick harness. And this is it, and it fits directly in there, and it works. But now I've got the proper connectors to do it properly. And again, I'll show you how to do it. So I'm just going to put that aside. My cable management is atrocious. And let's have a look at these. So these are this is a JST connector set. I've got a whole heap of different connectors. I've got what is it? 6-pin connectors all the way up to 10, and each side is male, and female. But what we need is the female connectors, and they've got little clips on them. You'll be able to see where I've cut them off if I can focus in on this. Reflective bits, that's what I've cut off. I just used a little blade and cleaned it up and cut them off. And if I can get in here, you'll see what I mean. Right there. Whoop, focus. There we go. So there's these little clips, and they're for the male and female ends to clip together so that they don't obviously come apart. So the male ends have little tabs here, and that's what the female ends clip into on the bottom. So yeah, anywho, so what you're gonna do is, if you get a set like this, you need to cut your tabs off, just so it will fit nice and smooth like into the I/O board. This is, oh, there we go. Yeah, so it'll slot right into there. It's really loose now at the moment because obviously I don't have any of these guys clipped in. So what these will slide into these holes. They only go one way, and these little slots here, they've got tabs. It's going to be really hard to see because this stuff's like microscopic. They've got like a little wing on the left hand side, and that will clip in, and that's where your pins will connect into, right in the end there. So what you're going to do is you're going to solder your wires onto these little buddies, and then they will all slot into there. Okay, so the bits that I've cut the tabs off, that is the bottom. This side here, that's the bottom of the connector. So going from this side, be going with the tabs, the little connector plug tabs facing up. It'll be going from left to right, pins 1 to 10. And the same thing here. So on this side here, it'll be pins 1 to 10. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you the pinout. So this is it. Your pin 1 is ground, pin 2 NC. I'm assuming NC is not connected because I haven't really had a use for it. I assume that's what NC means. I think it's not connected. So I'm actually going to leave it off this harness, just because I'm just going to save on some wiring. And yeah, so that's the pinout for the Namco system 24256 kick harness. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to recycle some wiring that came out of the arcade Topstar. So I might use this. This looks like some good wiring that I can use for my kick harness. And if it's too short, that's not going to matter because I've got some more connectors. So I can make some extension leads if needed. Anyway, I'm going to get cracking, get working on this, and I'll be back in a minute and show you what I've got. Okay, so all my connectors are soldered on. You see, whoop, so tiny. So that's my ground. And if we remember, so I put the flat side of this that I've cut off down. So pins 1 to 10. And that little notch on the right, that needs to be facing up. So that needs to just slide in there, like that, into that hole. Oh. Yeah, so I'm just going to connect all these up, and again, here's the pin sheet. So I'm going to connect all these up, and I'll be back again with the power of YouTube. But before I do that, so I've got a bunch of these cables, these colored cables. I mean, you can make this whatever color you want. It doesn't matter. But conveniently for me, so I've got a blue cable, and then I've got a blue cable with a magenta, pink, purple strip. And all my cables, I've got a solid, and I've got one with a stripe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my my cables with stripes. They're going to be for player 2. So I'll get that done. So that's it. They're all plugged in. At this point in time, it's pretty much complete without the connectors on the ends for your buttons. But all is left to do now is tidy it up. And here we go. Here's the complete harness. Splits off. Players 1 and 2. Got to put the connectors on for the micro switches. But that's how it's done. Alright guys. Catch you in the next one.